Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aini Maisara binti Abu Hanifah and I'm from Class 6E. Today I will be presenting on the annual project analysis of KPJ Healthcare Berhad. My presentation today will consist of introduction, company profile, financial information, business zakat payment and conclusion. Okay, so for introduction of zakat. Zakat is the third pillar in Islam. In general, it can be defined as a compulsory levy imposed on the Muslim so as to take surplus money or wealth from the comparatively well-to-do members of the Muslim society and give it to the destitute and the needed. Zakat has been mentioned numerous times in Al-Quran and Al-Hadith. So every Muslim who fulfills the condition of zakat payer is obliged to pay zakat. The conditions are made to be fulfilled so that both zakat payer and zakat recipient are treated with fairness. The first condition is Islam. Zakat is an obligatory to Muslim. The non-Muslim are not obliged to pay zakat until they declare their faithfulness to Allah. Second condition is free. Zakat payer must be a person who is free to possess wealth. Thirdly, is complete ownership where the person is able to own the wealth without restriction. The fourth one is haul or completion of 1 year duration. It also means zakat is not paid twice on the same zakatable item within a year. The fifth one is nisab. Nisab is the minimum wealth that are subjected to zakat, and if the amount of wealth exceed nisab or is equal to, the person is deemed to pay zakat on the wealth. Lastly, zakat is zakatable on the growing wealth, where the wealth must have potential of growth. So, what is KPJ? KPJ stands for Kumpulan Perubatan Johor. It is Malaysia's leading provider of private healthcare services. Since its introduction of the first private specialist hospital in Johor in 1981, the group has been at the forefront of the healthcare industry. KPJ's competitive advantage lies in its extensive reach and presence in the highly competitive private healthcare industry. With its hospital located in various parts of the nation, the group hospitals are easily accessible and offer a diverse range of medical specialist services that many which are major first in the nation's healthcare industry. This is the vision and mission of KPJ Healthcare Berhad. The headquarters of KPJ Healthcare Berhad is located in Menara KPJ Healthcare Berhad in Jalan Tun Razak in the Federal Territory of Kuala Lumpur. The date of incorporation of KPJ Healthcare is on 18 August 1992, and the date of listing in Bursa Malaysia is on 29th November 1994. The industry that KPJ Healthcare Berhad involved is in the medical and pharmaceutical. The main activities of KPJ Healthcare are all related to medical activities and the operation of specialist hospitals. This consists of all healthcare activities, including the private hospitals, pathology and laboratory services, distribution of pharmaceutical, medical, and consumer healthcare products. KPJ Healthcare provide new hospital development service, either through sole ownership, partnership, joint ventures, or design, build, and lease model. They also provide senior and assisted living care where both short and long-term care for individuals who need support in their daily activities. Besides that, KPJ Healthcare provide education service through KPJ Healthcare University College or KPJUC, which provide a wide range of medical and healthcare qualification. Lastly, they have been actively promoting health tourism to promote a preferred healthcare destination and boost KPJ brand regionally and internationally. This is the board of directors of KPJ Healthcare Berhad. with Datuk Yusli bin Muhammad Yusof as the chairman and also independent non-executive director, while Datuk Amiruddin bin Abdul Sattar is the president and managing director of KPJ Healthcare Berhad. Here others is the other 11 directors of the KPJ Healthcare. This is the top 10 main shareholders of KPJ Healthcare, with Johor Corporation hold the largest share with 44.2%. Next is the financial information of KPJ Healthcare Berhad. This is the summarization of the financial information of KPJ in 2015 to 2019, and this will be further explained using graph analysis. The first is the revenue versus profit or loss distributed to shareholders. From the graph, it can be seen that the revenue increased steadily from 2015 to 2019, and the profit distribution to shareholders decreased from 2015 to 2016, but the numbers come increase from 2016 to 2019. Zakat contribution escalated from 2015 to 2016 and slightly increased from 2016 to 2018. However, in 2019, the amount had declined to 3,443,000. For net current asset versus zakat contribution, there is up and down trend of net current asset reflected the zakat contribution trend. The increase of the net current asset from 2015 to 2016 also caused the zakat contribution to increase and the figure continued to increase. But the trend became downward again when the net current asset decreased from in 2019. The percentage of zakat from the net current asset. The movement of trend in the graph shows a positive relationship between zakat contribution and net current asset or liabilities. When the net current asset increase, zakat contribution will increase, and if net current liabilities are obtained, zakat contribution will decrease. For percentage of zakat from profit before tax and zakat, the graph shows a downward trend of zakat percentage from profit before tax and zakat, even though there is an increase in the profit for each year. This shows there is a negative relationship between zakat contribution and profit before tax and zakat. For the profitability ratio for KPJ Healthcare Berhad, it shows that profitability ratio shows how efficiently a company is managing its revenue or profit derived. So from this graph, there is not so much difference between the ratio between 2015 and 2017. This means that the company is doing well. In 2018, when the ratio increased, it indicates that the company performance is better. However, in 2019, the trend shows a downward movement once again. The big downward trend might indicate that lower profit was derived in 2019. Liquidity ratio is used to determine the ability of a company to pay its short-term debt obligation. So from this graph, it can be seen that from 2015 to 2018, the profitability ratio increased steadily. From this, we can conclude that the company has no problem to pay back its short-term obligation. The ratio started to move downward in 2019. This indicates that even though total asset increased, total liability are also increasing. In correlation of zakat contribution to the company, from both ratios, we can conclude that this company is capable of paying zakat obligation. From the profitability ratio, despite the up and down trend, the company managed to earn profit during the 5 years, which means the company is capable of fulfilling the zakat obligation. And from the liquidity ratio, the company is able to pay its short-term obligation. That also means that the company is also able to pay the zakat contribution. Business zakat payment. According to the Financial Accounting Standard 9, any entity shall disclose in the notes accompanying the financial statement the following, which is the method used in the determination of zakat base, its responsibility towards payment of zakat on business, and major components of zakat. As for KPJ Healthcare Berhad, as stated in the notes to the financial statement, the group and company recognize its obligation toward the payment of zakat on business income in the statement of profit or loss. Zakat expenses is derived from the net adjusted amount of zakat asset and liability used or derived from the business activities. There is no information on the calculation used and method of the zakat. However, assuming KPJ Healthcare Berhad following the MASB technical release accounting for zakat on business, the calculation for zakat shall be at 2.5% on the zakat base at the net adjusted amount of zakat asset and liability used in the business. KPJ Healthcare Berhad has performed a few corporate social responsibility throughout its operation. As stated in the Sustainability Report 2019 of KPJ Healthcare Berhad, the company have targeted to spend about 5 million on the corporate social activities and programs. There are few corporate social responsibility activities that KPJ Healthcare Berhad held throughout the years. They are firstly, KPJ Healthcare Berhad held a 5 kilometers color run against cancer. In this event, over 2,500 Rainbow Warriors of all ages participate in the event that took place at Taman Teluk Likas. Next, KPJ Healthcare Berhad also held an event to create awareness for kindergarten students about the importance of cleanliness to fight against hand, foot and mouth disease. This event is held due to the rising case of HFMD during that time. Thirdly, KPJ Healthcare prepared a cataract checkup for residents in Ranau, Sabah. About 160 pair of spectacles are given out for free for those who need it. Besides that, KPJ Healthcare University College students also held an event to help the homeless people in the capital city by providing them the basic needs and provide them medical treatment if needed. And lastly, KPJ Kuching Specialist Hospital held a blood donation drive-in, collaborate with Sarawak General Hospital to help create awareness among the public on the importance of donating blood to help those in need. In conclusion, from the analysis of KPJ Healthcare Berhad annual reports, it can be concluded that the company has been fulfilling the obligation of zakat payment in accordance to standard, as can be seen from the reporting financial statements of the company. The company have recognized zakat for the current period when the entity has a current zakat obligation as a result of a zakat assessment and an outflow of resources including economic benefits that is required to satisfy the zakat obligation. Nevertheless, the company has not been disclosing enough information regarding zakat calculation. The annual report does not disclose the method used in the determination of zakat base or any calculation used in arriving to the zakat amount. There are several ways that can be used to improve business zakat payment. The Zakat Collection Center plays a big role in encouraging people to pay zakat. For instance, Majlis Agama Islam Wilayah Persekutuan or MAWIP. There are some ways that MAWIP can use to improve business zakat payment. Firstly, MAWIP should hold event or campaign to create awareness on the importance and obligation of paying zakat. During this event or campaign, MAWIP can highlight the importance of helping the needs or asnaf and help to reduce the gap between the rich and the poor. Besides to create awareness, MAWIP can help to improve zakat payment by providing assistance to business owners. Some business owners are not knowledgeable in the zakat payment. So with the help from zakat institution, business owners will be more aware with the importance of zakat payment. Besides Mawib or zakat institution, government also plays an important role in improving the business zakat payment. Government can help to encourage business zakat by giving incentive to the business owner who made zakat contribution. The incentive could be in the form of higher tax reduction to the business who pay zakat. The owners who desire high tax reduction will be encouraged to pay zakat. So that is all for my presentation on KPJ Healthcare Berhad. Thank you very much.